Hello and welcome, I'm Raziel, and so today I want to talk about scalping. This is going to be my last scalping video, and reason being is because I'm kind of sick and tired of it, but I thought I needed to highlight something a bit more important. And while Games Workshop has an issue and doesn't really do much to stop it, I mean they have the queue system, they've now got the capture as well, but it's people still can get around that, and so do bots. They can get around it, limiting sales to addresses and email addresses, etc. And it does seem to have been working because I'm on eBay here, and you say DS and Carmine Blood Angels limited edition book. No exact about it is mount, and yeah, look, it's mostly the paperback, the old paperback. I have this book, £55. There's £100. As you can see, it seems to be working. Okay. Because there's only two up. I mean, it wasn't advertised as limited edition. It wasn't advertised signed. So those things probably helped. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like signed books. I really don't. I don't like people writing in my books. However, like I said, I think eBay may be the biggest issue here. Now, if we go to the PlayStation 5, sorry. Yeah, sorry about this. There you go, PlayStation 5. And highest price, £10,000 still up on eBay. There is no reason eBay could just say, yeah, let's take that down. £2,000, £1,600, £1,500, all going for, well, look, double what a PlayStation 5 costs. And the irony being is that, the PlayStation 5 isn't having any stock issues anymore. Same with the Xbox Series X. But they're freely available. And actually, if we go back to lowest price, well, look, best match, I should say. Yeah, prices have gone down because stock came up. So not too bad. Yeah. So as you can see, eBay are still allowing the prices to be extraordinarily high for the PS5. Now the thing is, I did do some digging into this because it took a little bit more research than most of my videos, which is me, oh, what can I talk about today? Let's talk about this, and let's just pull stuff out my ass, which I remember from the law. No, this actually took digging and some investigation, and this came up from the age. It is 17 years ago. eBay accused of helping scalpers in the Ashes rush. The Ashes is a cricket match between England and Australia, for those who don't know. And yeah, this is it. Cricket Australia says it is powerless to stop scalpers from selling Ashes tickets at exorbitant prices, blaming eBay for refusing requests to ban ticket listings. Chief Executive James Sutherland yesterday accused scalpers of exploiting the public's passion for the game, saying, "Frankly, I am disgusted." He said eBay should remove tickets from its website, but their response has been, "It's not our problem." Yesterday, ticket sales for the series had reached 300,000. Hundreds of tickets had made their way to eBay's Australian and British sites. Angry cricket fans showed their disgust at missing out by sabotaging online scalping efforts. Bids up to 250,000 were made for tickets on eBay, which is home to 200 auctions for 1,000 tickets. Mr. Sutherland said Cricket Australia had begun discussions with eBay late last year about the issue. Until recently, it was confident eBay would comply with the request not to list Ashes tickets. A spokesman for the online auction site, Daniel Filer, said eBay had cooperated with Cricket Australia by removing fake listings posted before tickets were released on Thursday. Now this is the big bit. We don't actually sell the tickets. We provide a marketplace where buyers and sellers can transact. Okay. See that last bit? It's literally saying that it's not our problem, like he said. That is not a good sign. Now, if we just remove the sell the tickets bit and put, we don't sell the models, we don't sell the books, it affects everyone. That statement affects everyone. The tickets bit is just, context to this news story. And that's it. And so eBay are saying, yeah, it's not our problem. Which is a major problem for everyone. Next also comes from Australia, and it's a Sydney Morning Herald, again 17 years ago. Online auction site eBay has won a federal court challenge to the latest moves by promoters of the big day out to prevent ticket scalping. In what he described as an unfortunate result, Justice Stephen Reyes agreed today the big day out promote a creative festival entertainment and engaged in misleading and deceptive conduct by stating that every ticket resold for profit would be cancelled. eBay, which profits from selling on tickets, sued Creative after changes were made to the conditions on the tickets issued for the 2007 Big Day Out Music Festival, which has already sold out in Sydney, Melbourne and the Gold Coast. The 2007 tickets state the ticket will be cancelled and the holder will be refused entry if it is resold for profit. Previous Big Day Out ticket had stated Biggest Day Out tickets had stated the ticket will become voidable and holder may be refused entry if it was resold for profit. eBay argued the provision was misleading and deceptive. Justice Reyes agreed, saying Creative did not have reasonable grounds to make the representation that every ticket resold for profit would be cancelled. He said eBay was entitled to declaration and injunction, but declined to make orders of corrective advertising, fearing it could encourage scalpers. Well, that's actually quite good, but basically he said, yeah, you shouldn't have changed it post-selling, is what he's saying. He said, but don't change it now. Keep it up. Also, he says that it's not reasonable to say every ticket resold was resold for profit. There are other situations. The result I have arrived is unfortunate, Justice Reyes said. He said Creative had intended the new condition to protect the market from cynical exploitation. I always say that word, sounding New York or Brooklyn, by scalpers who created an artificial scarcity of tickets. The scalpers use such sites as eBay web pages to make large profits for themselves, he said. eBay itself profits from its practice. Yes, it's 12 to 15%. Justice Reyes said there were some cases where people sold their Big Day Out tickets online because they were unable to attend the festival. But the evidence suggests that most sales on eBay are by scalpers, preying on the desire of music fans to attend the festival, which sold out early to scalpers. The parties are meeting to decide what action, if any, could... Okay? So, the judge is obviously on the side of the consumer here, on the customer, and people who want to go, and saying that scalpers are a bad thing, he also realizes that not every ticket... I mean, it would be hard to prove that the ticket was sold for profit because the person couldn't attend. So yeah, he was on the right here. He had to do his job, but he also understood that what he had to do wasn't best for everyone, which is kind of a horrible part about the law. Sometimes when a judge makes a statement or a judgment, he really has to do what's right by the law, not what's right for the people, which is really hard to say because not all the evidence suggests that way. It's kind of horrid, to be honest with you. But at least he understood that that new one does actually help everyone, especially people who want to do it. It's like, yeah, you're not, keep it up, allow it to that term and condition to remain. Yeah, that's great. So basically, that's Australia for you. So we got the Ashes. It's a big thing in Australia and England here, and eBay saying, yeah, not our problem. And then you got the Big Day Out where eBay literally took someone to court because they wanted to prevent scalping. And talking about court, the other one is this. Now, this is a bit of a weird one, to be honest with you. Basically, a woman filed a lawsuit against eBay, a class action lawsuit against eBay for lockdown price increases. Now, this actually makes eBay look good. So I do want to put this one in because it makes eBay look good. Basically, because at the start of the COVID pandemic, scalpers started to scalp everything that people need. Nappies, baby milk, toilet roll, masks, hand sanitizer, everything, right? They were scalping on eBay and Amazon. The prices were ridiculous. However, so I'll just read this through quickly because they did work on it pretty quick. The pandemic started around about January, February, and eBay put this new policy in that essential items could not be highly priced or overpriced on their site. And I've got to exaggerate that point. Essential items. PlayStation 5, Xboxes, Warhammer, books, well, certain books, aren't considered essential items. They're considered luxury items. I know it is a luxury hobby, it is, because it's not something that you need. And I'm not actually going to read this through, I just want to show you it. And yeah, basically because eBay did do this, and she said she was paying 3 times the price. And basically it was against eBay, it was against California law that eBay was doing this. So there you go. And in her lawsuit, Mercado said, this is the same one I want to bring up. In her lawsuit, Mercado said that on March 14th, 2020, she bought a 2-pack of N95 masks on eBay for $23.98. Even though the retail prices at Home Depot and O'Reilly's Auto Parts, among other national retailers, never went above $8.99. She said eBay price amounted to 300% markup. According to Marketplace.org, a non-profit news organisation, eBay sellers were selling toilet paper at inflated prices, probably bought surplus amounts earlier that year, and are previously profit-seeking. Now, while eBay did a good thing by catching this early, it also means they know scalping happens on their website. They're aware of it, and that they can catch it and they can stop it, but they choose not to on things that get scalped regularly. We've seen tickets. I've shown you PlayStation 5, and so they know it happens. And they seem to be... Look, this is just my opinion, and it is an opinion piece and a better saver, but they don't really want to stop it because they do profit from it. If they sell a book which costs £50 or £300, they're going to make almost as much money on that book as Games Workshop will. So they have no reason to really want to stop it because they profit from it. Okay? And it's coming to a head on... Unfortunately, Warhammer's not one brought up here. And this is in Scotland. And this is a lot closer, back to 2021, that gaming hardware, automated purchases and resale, and basically, the context behind this is that it was already put forward about eBay being told they couldn't price gouge on, electronic goods. They had to actually stop scalping, they were told, but that never made it through Parliament, unfortunately. But then they've tried a different tactic, and I'm trying to find what happens afterwards. And yeah, this is it. So basically, they went from selling to stop eBay price gouging, allowing price gouging to happen, to this. And the secondary resale market, or scalping, as it's commonly known, is worth billions in revenue to those in the automated bot industry. Scalpers manipulate and skew supply and demand to change and create unfair advantage in the marketplace, using bot attacks to use up basic supplies of coveted goods, such as the next generation game consoles and game computer components, then selling them on hugely inflated prices. Experts in the field of bot mitigation and cyber threats estimate that these kinds of organizations, bot groups, can double their money in a matter of weeks through this practice, leaving the consumer in a position of either paying well over manufacturer's recommended price or simply having to go without the desired purchase. So basically, this was coming out to ban bots within Scotland and the UK. And yeah, the fact that scalping is such an issue now. Now, scalping tickets in the UK is illegal, and this was due to the football hooliganism. Reselling of tickets is illegal because they can't track the ticket. Well, this is just showing that it's getting to a point where when governments have to start stepping in and trying to make laws to try and prevent it, is a big issue. And the fact is, like I said, it looks like eBay may be the biggest issue with this one because they do profit from this, and they don't do much to do it, stop it. But they are aware it happens because they can stop it pretty quick, and they did. Back in the pandemic, they did stop it very quickly. The whole scalping of N95 masks, by changing their terms and conditions. And their terms and conditions doesn't say price gouging is bad. What it says they don't allow the overinflated prices of essential items. And they list the essential items. Baby formula, nappies, milk, formula milk, toilet roll, hand sanitizer, basically things that they say are essential. People can't price gouge on. However, like I said, it says essential, not luxury. So they can stop it, they just choose not to. It seems like they choose not to, I should say. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my last one on scalping. I'm not doing this again. It's getting too much. It really is. It's a whole big rabbit hole, and it's just a lot worse, and it gets worse the more you look into it. And the sort of things like price gouge is absolutely ridiculous. Got games consoles here. Xbox Series X. I gotta say Xbox Series X. Best match, but Highest price. I'm not paying that. Like £1,500. It doesn't cost £1,500. 1 day post tracked and insured. Yeah. And what can we do? I mean, that's the biggest thing. And what can we do? There's not much, because eBay has kind of a monopoly on the second-hand market online. There is Gumtree and other sites and Facebook, but they're less regulated than eBay is. There's not much we can do if you want second-hand, and especially someone like me. I can't say go boycott eBay, because I use eBay a lot. I'm a retro gamer. I play a lot of old games, so eBay is kind of my go-to for those games. However, I think eBay needs to do something. We do, and hopefully Parliament will help as well. And the fact that it affects everyone, like I said, it affects tickets. Let's have a look to see if actually there's tickets up here. Yeah, that's pretty much stopped anyway. And yeah, I think eBay needs to do something to stop it as well. We need to also push eBay to help. I don't think they will, but that's what we can do. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Links to Whaling Games down below, and no, I'm not advertising. Do you know what? Sod it. Bye.